Facebook, what it do? It's your boy Kengi. Hey, coming on in now. Hey, come see your boy in the valley, man. Come on down here and see me off on in the woods. My number is 601-502-7114. I'll text you the address. Come see your boy Kengi. Let's talk about these numbers. Got them numbers again. The numbers tattooed on my heart. Numbers. What do the numbers mean? What are you doing with your 24? What are you doing with your 24? Going to determine your present, your future, and your past. The 24 means something. The 24 always means something. What are you doing with it? What are you doing with your 24? Ask yourself, what am I going to do different today than I did yesterday to add to me and to multiply to me when it comes to value? You need to know exactly where you're trying to go. You got to plan on how to get there. It's amazing how you can plan to go in a direction when you're traveling, but you won't even plan your own life out. You won't even write down one step. You don't have one goal written down. You don't have one way of thinking. That's the way you've been thinking all the days of your life, and you expecting change. It ain't gonna change unless you change it. Most people are willing to settle versus changing it. All you gotta do is change it. Who told you you're supposed to sit over there for 30, 40, 50 years and be miserable? If you're not happy doing what you love to do or doing what you so-called doing that you love to do, change it. Man, I don't care nothing about what nobody say or what they gonna think about what you gonna do. Who cares? At the end of the day, if you don't focus on trying to become better from the inside out for yourself, who else gonna care? If you don't care about yourself enough to make sure you position yourself to be able to change and adapt to the change and put in the work and adapt to the work you got to put in and become courage and build your strength up and stay focused, there goes the movement. So what are you doing with your 24? You gonna sit there and be miserable and be frustrated and always complaining, always pointing fingers and never decide to change nothing you said you were gonna do, or never decide to seek the truth, or never decide to focus on the things that you need to do to add value to you. That's when you become worthless. I just told you the other day, you need worth. In order to make room for yourself, you need your gift in order to know which way you're trying to go. One thing I know for sure is we got to understand the power of time. He gives us 24 hours daily. But most of us was always taught that the day don't start until you see the sunrise. That's a lie. The day start when 12:01 hit. a.m. That's the morning. Get your butt up out the bed and start focusing on something you need to do. Stop sleeping so much. We was always told that you don't supposed to get your day started till 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You already behind. You done wasted 8 hours of sleep. Wake up, old sleeper. He said if you don't wake up and walk away from the bed, poverty gonna creep up on you in the middle of the night while your hands are folded. You over there asleep, wasting time when you know that you getting 8 hours of sleep. You've been doing it all your life and you still tired. So what you gonna say about that? Why would you keep doing the same thing over and over and it ain't getting you ain't getting no value from it? Why won't you change it? You ever thought about getting your 4 hours of sleep and focusing on something else different? You ever thought about getting 6 hours of sleep? Why do you keep doing the same thing over and over and it ain't making you feel no better, if it ain't adding no value to you? Who told you that that's what you needed? Who told you, based on the things that you do on a daily basis, based on the habits that you have accomplished over your life, is that's what you're supposed to be doing? What if you're doing it all wrong? Who fault it is? You feel what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying, man. The words that I use is to educate you on the truth. It's to multiply to you, to add value to you. I already know the things that I'm saying make sense because you think about it now. No one ever called you out on your shameness based on you wasting time. See, we were never told that we were wasting time because we think we so busy and we ain't doing nothing. You so busy doing nothing. You ain't accomplishing nothing. You ain't helping nobody. You ain't gonna leave a foundation for them kids. You ain't gonna be successful in nothing based on the things that you see, and you gonna leave here the same way you came, which is naked. And we got so many things in our closet that we need to go back and dig up and come out of there and burn it up and start all over again. It's time to do something different. I refuse to do the same thing over and over. I refuse. Don't come around me talking about the same old junk we've been talking about for the last 20, 30, 15, 10, 15, 20 years. I don't want to hear it. I want to talk about something new. Let's talk about how we're going to leave a foundation for these kids. Let's talk about how we're going to be successful as being the characters of the Creator. Let's talk about how we're going to change our attitudes and become positive versus negative. Let's talk about how we're going to add value to ourselves based on us maximizing our time. If you don't want to talk about that, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Because at the end of the day, we've been talking about the same old junk for over and over and over again, but we ain't getting nothing from it. So why talk about it? I don't want to speak on nothing that I don't want to come to me for as a value or for as a blessing or for as me understanding it's going to be an opportunity one day and it's going to open up a door for me. He said, whatever you bind on earth, you're going to bind it in heaven. Whatever you bind on earth, you're going to bind it in heaven. So in other words, whatever words you use on earth, you might well use them in heaven. But I'm just telling you the truth. So whenever you say you can't, guess what? You can't. You're going to believe that. Keep telling yourself the same thing over and over and over and over again. However many times you say it, that's how many times it's going to download to your heart, and that's how many times you're going to believe it. So stop saying what you don't believe. If you don't want to say it, if you don't feel like you should say what you believe and you don't believe it, don't say it, because you've never been educated on how you're supposed to think twice before you speak. See, we forgot all about that. I just told you the numbers mean something. So whenever you're going through something, and you know you're going through something, and you don't know how to go through it, or what's the first step to go through it, or who I need to talk to, seek the kingdom, baby. Find out and read. Learn to read. I don't care if you read one paragraph a day. Read. You adding value to you when you read information based on the truth. Because at the end of the day, if you don't read and learn a new language to be able to communicate in the environment that you're trying to put yourself in, they're going to look at you and cast you out, buddy, because you're going to say something that you don't know what you're saying. You're not going to be conscious of what's going on. How can I offer you an opportunity based on the community that I'm in, and you can't even speak the language? It's a culture. I told you the lawyers, only reason why he a lawyer because he understands the books when it comes to the law. A doctor, the only reason why he a doctor because he read the books when it comes to being a doctor. A golf player don't hang out with a player that play basketball on a daily basis. He hang out with people that play golf. So in other words, if I want to be a businessman and be successful, I'm going to hang out with guys that want to have business and be successful. So when I'm telling you now, you come on down here and see me. I'm down here in the valley. Hashtag Mr. Tell the Truth. Come see me. You want to talk about these numbers? My number is 601-502-7114. I'm giving away this energy every day. I got so much energy. I got enough energy to charge up a battery right now. Come see me at 601-502-7114. Call me. I text you the address. I won't get you lost. If you ain't from this area, it don't even matter. I tell you what exit to get off on, what light you need to come to, and I tell you exactly how to get to me. Holla at your boy, Kengi, and I'm out. Peace.